Are you going to Fly Show in the UK, Eagle Fist? I don't have any plans at the moment. I mean, there's Riyadh, the tattoo, but I'm just... I always kind of leave Riyadh feeling a little bit underwhelmed. And a lot of it's to do with the layout of it and the position you end up in. Like, unless you spend a lot of money, it's not easy getting a really good viewing spot. Well, I'll just turn off notifications, Connor, if that happens. Jensen Button has started a YouTube channel. What does hosting involve, Hibbs? Basically, on your channel, it will, if you host another streamer, then if they're live and you host them, then when somebody comes to your channel, they basically see the other person streaming. It'll say that you are hosting whoever, and it'll show their stream on your channel. That's hosting. Incredible Innovations Game, welcome back. Matroshka, 10 months already. Can't believe it's been this long. Anyway, sorry I haven't been around since Christmas. But I first went to Romania for the holidays, and after New Year's I had to deal with some school projects. No worries, dude. We all got IRL to deal with. I don't know what that is, Michael Gremlin. I haven't got a clue. I don't know, Boom. FS Cloud has got severe limitations, so I don't know. Playaway is coming out with a cooking sim. Oh, yay. Can't imagine there'll be any grinding in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Polza. I got a G25 back in 2007. Yes, I still alive. Price was 2,000 Swedish krona. Is that a lot? So last year before going to uni, oh yeah. That's going to be a busy 6 months for you, dude. I found the transition to uni a bit odd. Because in the last year of being at like high school doing A-levels, like the work was intense, you know, you're studying so hard. Doing like test papers and more study and test papers, and then you do the exams. And then you're like, oh my god. And then your results come through. Why are you going to neutral? Your results come through and you get university place and whatever. And then you go to university and you're kind of expecting to have like crazy workloads. But the first year, I just couldn't believe how much free time I had. Like it was the opposite of A-level. 2,000 kronas, approximately 180 quid. Okay. Villain and Commander Zorg, thank you for the resume, guys. Why do you stop playing Car Mechanic? Because it's just a grind. It's like, the first one was fine, but the second one was just a horrible grind. You're in University Masters, but envy free time so much. In the first year at uni, I had crazy amounts of free time. And so to come from that, from A-level, was a bit of a shock, because I thought uni was going to be like really intense, and it wasn't. Well, not the first year anyway. Second year and third year, different story. Fourth year of uni is only in 2 days, but the workload is massive. Yeah, the first year was just a bit of a mess around, really. Like, you'd have days when you'd have 1 lecture, or 0 lectures. Like, you have an entire day off? Or you go in for 1 hour and then you're done for the day? It's just insane. But of course, in the second year, you've then got stuff which is counting towards your final degree, so there's always, like, background stuff to do in between. So it's different. And in the third year, you then add your dissertation on top, so your third year is crazy. What did I study? Computer science. I could have switched to software engineering, but you'd have come out with an engineering degree. I decided to stick with computer science and get a science degree. You spent most of your first year at uni drunk. So did my mate. My mate went to uni, and he got in... Within the first year, he was £2,000 in debt, mostly down to beer. And then had to resit his first year, got into even more debt, and then got kicked out halfway through his second year. So, it didn't go so well. What did I take to university with me? Stuff. You know, hi-fi, clothes, just stuff. Nasty kid, you need to be a little more friendly than that. Dan J, 22 months, almost 2 years, wow. Thank you, Dan J. You don't have a single qualification Black Knight. What, not even like an O-level or a GCSE or a CSE, anything? Nothing. Hey Sven. Yeah, boom, I'll get the rig up and running, don't worry. How much is it to go to university now? A lot. You left school when you was 15. Wow. In Scotland it's free. It is indeed, Jordan. When you was young you wanted to be a pilot. Oh god, so did I. Never like Tesla exams, anxiety leaves through the roof, Heyman. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. You love the PMD 777? Yes, I do, boom. It's a good aircraft. Good night, Mrs. Frosty. Well, you're becoming a pilot, that doesn't count. Yeah, but a private pilot is not the same as a commercial, you know? Like, doing it because you want to do it as opposed to it being a career. It's a Freightliner FOB Mastercraft. It's in the mod spreadsheet. We work at a charity for the British Heart Foundation. That's cool. still can't judge this trailer. I think it's because I'm in a cab over, but I've got super long trailers. And so my kind of muscle memory is not working properly. JLRC, thank you for the resume. How much is it for me to subscribe on your YouTube channel? YouTube channel? You don't subscribe, it's... Subscribing on YouTube is like following on Twitch. Yota, thank you for 2 months. Level 31. Ooh. Fuel economy. The last thing to do in American Truck Sim. Right, that registered as 3 of 3. So that was Bakersfield we just did. Gonna play some Siege at Eldril. Not played Siege for a little while. Are you doing a load from Catania to Southampton in ETS2? I don't get why they have log trailers anyway if the weights are even lower than a standard Euro trailer. Pickle Silvermoon, don't worry, dude. No worries. Will you ever get electric cars in them? I don't have anything against an electric car at all. I've never actually owned one. If you're talking like a pure electric car as opposed to a hybrid I have owned. And I like the hybrid. I like the way it works. I like the continuous gear, continuous acceleration. An electric car would take a bit of getting used to. You'd have to remember to charge it and stuff. And if you're the kind of person that does longer journeys, then you're gonna get to that point where you're kind of worried about the battery level and can you find a charging point. But the charging points are becoming more and more commonplace, so eventually, it'll be like now, you can drive and there's a fuel station within 10 miles of you from somewhere, no matter where you are. But I don't think I'm ready for an electric car just yet. Wow, not a single job out of here. Serious? Really? Okay, I think we'll go somewhere else. Let's move out of Bakersfield. Let's go to... Got to Reno. Takes so long to charge. Well, I mean, it's down to like 1 to 2 hours now, isn't it? So, in many cases, it's not that bad. But it does depend on the kind of driving you do, how much driving you do. Not everybody's got a house where they can leave the car on the drive and charge it overnight. If your car's on the road, you live in a flat, I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, now I'm getting freaked out. Why can I not see any gift deliveries? How much does it cost to charge one? Well, that depends how much you're being charged for your electricity. Why can I not find any gift jobs? This is a little bit strange. Do the engine swap while we're here, why not? I kept refreshing them, Jimbo. It's free to charge a Tesla with those superchargers. Yes, only in North America. That was the DDC 500. Somebody said... What was it somebody recommended? Matroshka, yeah, doing the gift deliveries. Because you've got like 7 days left to do them. Search for the distance up or down, that's the way you found them. Well, on ETS2, it was price per distance. Basically put them all at the top. Well, there's only Cat and Cummins left. Free in Europe as well. I never heard that announcement, Fitch. How many superchargers are there in the EU? You think they only spawn at transport companies? Really? Alright, let's try the Cummins 525 then. Sounds better on the inside. There are several superchargers in Europe. This is bizarre. See you, Matty. I'm a little bit concerned now. I can't see any of these. Let's go into Gallop. Oh my god. I have no idea what just happened. I have no words. 100% dead truck. That was weird. 3.5 grand repair bill. Imagine if that was your truck. There we go. Wowzers. Wait a minute. How long has it done that? How long has the map felt like it's a giant globe? It should have just scrolled sideways, didn't it? I remember that. Like, it feels like it's a big sphere now. Since 129. Interesting. Never spotted that one. Yeah, that's just too big. That's insane. Scroll down, there are more Christmas jobs. How do you know that? You tell lies, sir. We'll go that way, 439. Head down to Carlsbad. Is Carl really that bad? That they named a town after him, saying Carl's bad. We're just going to name a town called Carlsbad. There are two bad Carls, really? Wow, they really didn't like Carl, did they? Used to work with a bloke called Carl's an alright bloke. I've worked with at least one Carl. Can't say I was that keen on him. He was also annoying in The Walking Dead. Who was? Was there a Carl in The Walking Dead who was annoying? Which one was Carl? I watched The Walking Dead. The first few seasons I've ever watched. Oh, the sun, right, okay. Are you on about the game or the TV series now? They're killing him off at last. It's a bit like Wesley Crusher in Star Trek Next Gen. He was never popular. Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars, he wasn't popular either. You gave up at season 4 yourself. I think that's when it started to go down. I think apparently it got better after that. I think it was just a bit of a low point. Maybe the writers were a bit rubbish or something. Or Wesley. That's the fact that his mum was the doctor and she just let him do whatever he wanted. It was so annoying. Season 5 was epic, better than the rest. Really? So basically, Season 4 saw a lot of people like me just quit, and then they did the best season ever, straight after. Great. There are 9 Tesla superchargers just within the M25 loop. Really? So if you buy a Tesla and go to a supercharger in London, you can just fill up for free? Is it worth driving there just to get that for free? That's the question. How do you survive Prime, Lewis? We have a link that tells you. Have you got Amazon Prime? Ryan M, come on dude, you've got to be the only person in the world who thought Jar Jar was really funny. Season 7 was awful. Oh wow, so it just basically went like that, and then it went up, and then it went down again. Hey Rowan. You can recharge free except with the Model 3. What, because they didn't charge you enough money for the Model 3? Oh my god. You've got to be kidding, Manly Mutt. Jar Jar Binks should have been shot on sight. It's just, he's the most annoying thing ever to appear in Star Wars. He's not funny. He's stupid, and then they made him into a general? It's like, what are you thinking? All he did was walk around dropping things and accidentally killing people. Yes, Philip Sturk. Because otherwise I get screen tearing for some reason. I think it's an NVIDIA driver bug, but we'll see. Jar Jar was an irritant. I'll agree with that. Your thoughts about the Ferengi? The Ferengi. No, nobody really liked the Ferengi, but... at least it wasn't just one character, you know? I don't know, Connor. I do not know. It's something specific to American Truck, though. Like, I can play, you know, The Hunter, The Sims, Rainbow Six. I can get 120 FPS, no problem in Siege. But this, I can't even hold 60, apparently. And I have no clue why. You loved Quark. The rules of acquisition make sense to you. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it's not only on DirectX, it's running off an SSD. Check your render resolution in game. I can tell you we're on 200%. You play Star Trek Online, in one episode you get to punch a Ferengi. What about that that Star Trek game that's in VR? What's it called? Bridge Crew. Do you get to punch a Ferengi in VR? Because that, honestly, I would play that game just to do that. That would be amazing. Like, you imagine a game set in Star Wars in VR, and you actually get to punch Jar Jar Binks in VR. Like, how satisfying would that be? Star Trek Online is great. I'll take your word for it. You have it on 200 and have 60 constantly. I used to have 60 constantly and now I don't. It's you, Robin. Should give one a go, trucking nuts at what? Star Trek Online? Nah. It said 400, or did you change it? I can't remember. 200, that's what I said it was. It's been years since you played. You hope you still have your Dreadnought cruiser. You just watched the new Star Wars. I like the new Star Wars. I know some people were a bit meh, but I really enjoyed it. One thing I'm not looking forward to, though, is the final season of Game of Thrones, because I don't want it to end. Although I suppose when it does, I'll have to watch it all again. Rich B, thank you for 5 months. You roll back to the 385-12 beta driver, and it mostly sorted it for now. M Furious. 385-12. Wait, what are we currently running on NVIDIA? What's the current driver for NVIDIA? The final season, an hour and 30 minutes, I don't know. $390.65, and he went back to 385. Blimey. What am I running? I'm running 390.65. What the heck did I just click? What did I just click? My screens have all gone black. Okay, I'm not sure what that just did, but it's just moved the position of my American truck sim and recentered it again. Previous was 388.71. See, look, it's just recentered it. And giving me a title bar at the top. What on earth? I'm curious. No, Alt Center wouldn't do anything. See if it still turns. That tearing? Yeah, that's tearing. You had no issues with 388.71. Perhaps go back to previous version after using DDU. DDU? I've no idea what DDU is. Display driver update? I don't know. Oh my god. Wow, the frame rates have tanked. I got to restart the game because whatever just happened has trashed it. Oh, the display driver uninstall. Oh, you mean that where you say uninstall and then say clean uninstall and then install another one? How do you mean? Well, Captain Flint, all it did was click on something on the GeForce thing. What can you do, Jacko? Contact SCS. Contact SCS support, because they're the only people that can help you. You ever seen Game of Thrones? Somebody can't watch stand medieval settings on TV or movies. It's a shame, Bez, because you're missing out on something pretty special there. Use DDU from safe mode. Why? Do I have a mod for what, sorry? Come on, man. Oh my god. Ooh. That's messy. Trucker Guy, thank you for 16 months. Thank you for the wonderful content and community you built. Thank you for being part of it, Trucker Guy. Supporting what I do. Atlanta Dark, 27 months. Hello, Paul. It's been a roller coaster the last 27 months, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Yay! Mr. Chili Willies, how you doing? 20 months. Hello, Paul. Thanks for maintaining a great community. Are you considering FS Expo? Yes, I am. If you didn't know, Flight SimCon is practically dead. Can provide more info if you want. We keep up the great work. Yep. So I'm currently looking at options to get to Vegas. So it's not booked or anything, but looking very likely. I know Chewy's going, Dirk is going, Cirrus Max is going, Cat Strater's going. I think Josh Gibbs is going. It's about all I know so far, I think. But yeah, current plan is to go. WTF Scanny with 17 months, all the best and successful 2018. Thank you, WTF. Are you going to get the new HTC Vive Pro? No. I am not. It's Matt Davis. I don't know. I mean, I don't know is the answer. I haven't spoken to him. My guess would be that he won't go. My guess would be that he wants to go, but he won't go this year. But probably plan to go next year. I reckon he'll probably want to, like, wait for his weight loss surgery to kick in more and that kind of thing. It's my guess, knowing Matt, but I haven't heard from him, so I haven't got a clue. You think it's going to be fun? Well, if I go, I'm probably going to stay there for a week and go and see some stuff. You find Game of Thrones extremely boring? Fair enough. Boot and save mode and install DDU. Why safe mode though? Why don't you just do a clean uninstall with the NVIDIA driver? Because when you uninstall it, it says tick this box to do a clean uninstall and it just wipes everything. So why safe mode? What's that going to do extra? Vegas holding those $59 for Saturday Sunday is kind of nice. Yeah, but I'm probably not going to stay in that hotel, Chile. For the simple reason that, like, loads of people are going to flood into that hotel. And, like, after you've been to the event, I just want a bit of peace. So I'm probably not going to stay there. Oh wow, so basically, you're saying I'm second best after War Owl? Lol. I am the War Owl, and the War Owl greets you. Doesn't he start his videos like that or something? Because that doesn't work. That removes settings only. The safe mode is to remove the NVIDIA driver. Stupid lane merge. Can you paste that for me, Black Knight? Can you PM me that on Discord? Because I'll probably forget. Thank you. You also have problems after the Windows update for Spectrum Meltdown. If you go to Vegas, go to a hotel. What? What? What's the reason for not getting HTC Vive Pro? Because I don't use my Vive that much. So why would I want to buy a Vive Pro? I kind of find the Rift is more convenient in my studio. See, my studio is not a great shape for a Vive, whereas on a Rift it's a lot more kind of compact. There's these little stands that you can put on your desk, not having to mount things on walls, you know? It's just a lot easier. So I'll wait to see what the Rift do. Forgot to say the name of the hotel. You did. You did indeed. Oh my god. Why did he have to slow down? Why? I don't get that. All he had to do was move over into the lane that is built specifically so you can decelerate. But the AI decelerates and then changes lane. It doesn't make any sense. Put the lighthouse on the camera tripods. Works really well. No, Nozzo, it doesn't. Not for me. I'm surrounded by screens and lights. I have nowhere to put one up there that can be seen. And besides, my working area here is not room size. So I can't swing things within a 2-meter radius. It just doesn't work in here. And I don't have anywhere else to do it. Would you consider playing VR games in the future? Petroska. I could do. I'd have to get it set up so that I can do it, you know. The problem is with VR is being able to read chat and that kind of thing. I don't know how you do that bit. I'd have to look it up. The hotel is Treasure Hotel. Yeah, but is it expensive? What's your comment about Iran? I don't have a comment about Iran. I don't know very much about Iran, to be honest with you. Apart from it's next to Iraq. I know where it is, but I don't know much about their culture or anything. I've not really met... I've met a couple of Iranian people, not many though. Yep, George, I need to get some fuel. Think there's a system in place to read chat in VR? Through the options menu or something can be game specific. I'd be surprised. I mean, maybe you can get a tool that will do it, but... I mean, I've seen some VR... people who do VR iRacing, they have stuff that reads chat out, but you're talking about somebody that has 30 viewers. Like, it's not going to work with somebody with 1,000 viewers reading chat out. It's going to get ridiculous. Whoa, 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 Year of the Doyle. Dude. Less than that, please, thank you. Hotels in Vegas are not expensive. They make money with the casinos. The room rates are low. Ah. Interesting. Matt is cooking up a dinner right now, but he's got bacon in the pan. Fair enough. Would chat in your VR game not take away the immersion? Well, ideally it would be a case of like you're playing the game and then you could kind of, I don't know, look up and it would have it up there or something. Do you know what I mean? Like you could position it within your virtual space, or just hold a button and it would appear on screen. You can just quickly read messages. But once you've got the headset on, you can't see any screens. You can't see chat. And the only way to read chat is to take your headset off and physically read it. And if that doesn't break the immersion, I don't know what does. But I have seen people, there are streamers that have got stuff either reading out or they've got something in their headset. They've got access to chat somehow. They have a mobile phone in the game that shows chat. It's quite cool. Thank you, Black Knight. Why Squirrel? Well, you've got to have a name, and I quite like Squirrel. Waystation bypass service. Have a nice day. You can't stand the whole VR stuff, the graphics are horrible, most people in there. No, I don't agree with the last bit, actually, Baz. I mean, the graphics are not perfect yet because it's like first generation. But I was in a game and was like shooting these things that were like in a cowboy setting, shooting these ghosts and stuff coming at us. I ain't got a clue what he was doing, but this other guy was in there doing really well, and he just started chatting to me. And then he just explained what to do. He just went, oh yeah, just shoot them over there, get this, get that. And then some other people joined, and we all had a right laugh. It was great. We played for like an hour and a half. So, I don't know, maybe you just had a bad experience, Baz. Yeah, still have an Asus headset. I have two Asus headsets actually. There's this one, which is the Orion, which has the Track IR. And when I'm not using Track IR, in order to not damage this thing, and also to just be able to not have it hanging off the side of my head when I don't need to, I just remove this headset and put on my Cerberus headset. Does iRacing in VR still make you feel sick, Black Knight? I have heard that iRacing in VR is very, very cool indeed. Yeah, I don't need it yet, Audi, you were fine. Freightliner FOB is what we're driving. Can HLR, thank you for the resume. MSC in VR will be a bit sickening. To be honest, cockpit games are the best for VR. Because being surrounded by a cockpit gives your brain a real sense of like fixing it down in the VR world. Like your brain can see that it's surrounded by an object, and because your character's not moving, which is what really creates the sickness, cockpit stuff is way better. Like if you're in a plane, a truck, a car, whatever it is, as long as you're not physically moving, it's fine. The worst games for VR to make you feel sick are things like first-person shooters where you're walking around. That will make you throw. There's no doubt about it. Once your character starts moving, but your body, your physical body is not, your brain goes, what the heck? And that's why you start going, whoop. But yeah, sit inside a plane or a car or something, and it's way less severe. Flight Sim VR would be how the heck I would find my hardware throttle and switches. There is that. Well, Havo, Aerofly FS2 is supposed to be pretty good in VR as well. Walking's okay, but rotation is killing it for me. Well, a lot of VR games now don't really have you walking. What they do is they'll have you click move. So you'll look into the distance and click, and your character will move there. Because they know that if you start walking in a game, it starts to nauseate you. No, it's not raining or snowing here. You play Elite in VR, the X52 is just muscle memory. Yeah, I get that. That can definitely be a thing that you can learn. Oh my god! That dude just massively brake tested me. He was nowhere near that car. And how on earth I missed contact with that, I do not know. Do I play Elite Dangerous? I did when it came out and then just didn't. It's the problem with Elite Dangerous is it's a massive time sink. Astronaut Raccoon, thank you for the resume. That was an STS brake check.
Welcome back, Nato.
Can you see the map? It's just the normal map. It's not. I've not got any map mods in. Yeah, I did need to get a pipe through the window. That wouldn't have gone well for me, would it? Thank you, 8 months, astronaut. La Corbière, thank you for the resume. Actually, no, I haven't, Debbie. I've not taken any photos of this truck. Don't trust this van now. Thank you for 14 months, Lacor. You ever play Planet Coaster? I have no plans to, Heapster. Ugly.